Hi everyone, it's Krista and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're not new, hi again. So this is my channel. I love to make all kinds of DIYs. I love to make thrift flips, and I also absolutely love to make wreaths. So if you like what you see here, you know what to do. Hit that red subscribe button. Also leave me a comment. I love to hear what you guys think, and give me a thumbs up because it really helps my channel. I'm also on Instagram and Pinterest, so you can follow me there. Those links will be down below. And I also have an Etsy shop. It's called KristasWreathDesigns, where I make all kinds of wreaths, so you can come check that out as well. But today is all about sweet summertime, and I am your host, and my co-host this month is Jackie Burns Creations, and I will have more about that in a minute. But first, DIY number one. So I got these little handles from Hobby Lobby, 50% off. And then I also got this little wood half circle that's supposed to be a watermelon, and you DIY with it. So I got this also 50% off because everything at Hobby Lobby right now is 50% off. So I'm going to do something really neat here. I'm going to make a little riser with this, and then I'm going to put a whole bunch of stuff on top of it that we're going to make. So the first thing I did is I'm using this spring green. It is by Folk Art, and it's an acrylic paint. And I'm just coloring in the bottom portion of this watermelon with that color. I'm just, making the little rind. And I do that all the way around to the other side. Then you're going to see me come in with another color, which is spring green. It's a lighter green color. And I'm going to go around, and I'm just going to use this brush. And I'm eyeballing this. I'm not going to make this perfect. I don't want it to be perfect because I like the rustic look. I like things to look a little imperfect. And I'm just going to go around the edges with this as well, and all along that green. So I'm going half on the green, dark green, and then half, on the actual wood. And I'm going to do that all the way around as well. And that's what it looks like when you're done. And now I'm going to go in with this pink melon by Folk Art as well. And this is the perfect color for watermelon. I love this color. So I'm just going to go around the edges, and I'm just trying to be real careful, trying not to go too much over the line, but of course I do a little bit, but that's okay. And then I'm going to paint the whole inner side of our watermelon with this color. And once I get that all done, those little seeds that you see there, those are all carved into the wood. So they must use a wood burner to do that. So what I did is you're still going to be able to see them, which is awesome because I'll be able to paint those black, which you'll see in a minute. But I finished painting the inside of our watermelon with that pink melon color. And I just love this color too. It's so springy, summertime. I just love it. So now I'm taking this graffiti, it's a acrylic paint marker, and I am going to color in those little seeds with this paint marker. It's just much easier for me to be able to color them in this way than to actually do it with a paintbrush. So that's the way I did it. And especially that there was already carving in the wood, it made it so much easier too. So, and I went and colored all of those in. And then I went in with my little finger sander, and I just kind of roughed up the edges a little bit, made it look a little worn, distressed. I like that look, so I didn't want it to be perfect. And so I went over the whole thing with that. And then I'm going to take those little handles, and I'm going to put them on with my glue. And this is Gorilla Glue that I use in my hot guns. So just so you know, and it's that wood glue. So these are pretty strong glue sticks. And I just put those on each side of my little riser. And then for those little holes that are in our little, which you can't saw on camera, but there are the little holes where you would put the screws to screw in your little handles. So I'm using these little gems that I had. They're black. I've had these forever. I couldn't tell you where I got them, but they're little enamel dots, we call them. And I'm just gonna they're already sticky, so I just stuck them in there, but then I went back and glued them down, and there you go. And there is our little our little watermelon riser. So today is all about sweet summertime. We're doing some sweet treats for you for summer. And these are the lovely ladies that join me every week. I am going to have the playlist down below. Make sure you check everybody out. They are so, so talented, you guys. Please go check them out. And next, I am going to use this watermelon decal that I had. And I got it online. It's a free printable. And what I did is I put it on this water slide paper, and I'm going to use one of these round little ceramic plates that you could get at the Dollar Tree. And the way that we do these water slide papers, well, I painted this white, number one, and I'm just using a pouncing motion with a sponge because I don't like streaks on glass and things like that. So I just use this motion, and it gives it nice texture, and I really love the way it turns out. So this water slide decal stuff, I've used it before. It is a special paper that you use, and you could print anything out in your printer. And then what you do is you stick it in the water. Once you get it all printed out, and then you could slide it after it is in the water for like 30 seconds. It'll slide right off the paper and go right on to whatever you want to put it on. Okay? It could be wood, it could be anything, okay? And you can't even tell, like, you don't need a Cricut or anything. Like, this stuff is amazing. So I had some left over, so I used it, and I made that little dish. Isn't that cute? So easy. So now next is our third DIY. So this one, I'm going to take those colors, the same colors I've been using, and a popsicle stick, jumbo popsicle stick, and those little cubes, and some oh my God, and some stickers. And now what first I'm going to do is I'm going to use that green color that I've been using throughout the video. And I painted 3 of the cubes green and 2 of them with the pink melon color. Okay, so we're going to spell out the word melon with these. But first I'm going to cut down my popsicle stick. So I just cut the edges off to get those little round pieces off of our popsicle stick. And that's what we're going to put our little cubes on. But first I'm going to paint this with my black ink by Waverly Chalk Paint. And I just painted both sides of this. And I'm going to come in next with that little sander that you see on the side there. And I'm going to sand around those little cubes to make them look a little bit worn, because that's the look I like. And I'm going to go all around the edges and everything, and just to make it look worn and super pretty. I love the worn look, and yeah, the rustic look. So that's what I did there, and I did that with each one of the cubes. And I just sanded it a little bit. And next I'm going to take that black strip that we painted, and I'm going to sand that as well. So next I'm going to Mod Podge on the top of these, where I'm going to put my letters. And I'm just going to spell out melon, and I'm just using these black letters from the Dollar Tree. Those black cubes are from the Dollar Tree. Everything is basically from the Dollar Tree. The jumbo popsicle stick, I may have gotten a package of those from Walmart, I believe. And like I said, I'm just going to spell out melon. And then I also go on the top of these with the Mod Podge as well to seal them in, because I don't want them to come falling off or anything like that. So I did that, and then I just glue everything together. So like I said, just make sure you go check out everyone in the playlist, guys. I have some really talented ladies in this group. We all started out together with our DIYs, and we are sticking together, and I absolutely love it, and I love them. And they are just so awesome, and they're all doing so great now with their channels. So I'm so happy for them, and I just love it when we can do this once a month together. So then, like I said, yes, I am sanding down a little bit of the black as well to give it a little worn look. And then I'm going to take my little cubes, and I'm going to use some wood glue and my hot glue. And I am going to glue these all together and down to that little stick that we have there. And I'm just going to glue them down and glue them together. And I used wood glue because I want to make sure that these stay stuck down. And then I realized, I'm like, oh, I should have did the other one before I did that. But that's okay. It stays down because that's how good the wood glue and the hot glue is that I use. So it worked out just fine. And then I glue the next one down, and then I did that all the way down. And then I didn't show you in the beginning of the video, but I always end up adding something extra sometimes. So I did come in with this little melon sticker that I had. It was like a cardboard sticker, and I came in with that and a little cube, little wood cubes that you could get at the Dollar Tree as well. They come in a little pack of like 36, I think, or 24, something like that. And I used one of them right there. I used one of those, and I colored it with my paint, the same melon color. And then I'm going to glue it to the top of one of these cubes. And I am going to glue that little cardboard sticker on there, and it's a little watermelon. And I thought that made a nice little extra touch to this. And I just love the way that turned out too. And now on to DIY number 4. At the end, you're going to see everything together on my little riser, so don't worry. So now I'm going to use the same paints. I'm going to use these little diamond little decals. I'm going to use these straws, and I'm going to use that glass jar that you see right there. Some white Waverly chalk paint as well. The first thing I'm going to do is take that top off. We don't need it. And then I'm going to take off the sticker on the bottom. And then I'm going to come in with my little sponge, and I am going to paint this whole jar white first, because it's just easier to come in with the white because it's going to cover everything up real nicely. This way, when I come in with the acrylic paints, it's going to cover up better because the chalk paint is a lot thicker than the acrylic paints. So that is why I did that first. And now I'm going to come in with that green, and I'm going to do the bottom portion, and I am eyeballing this. I don't want it to be perfect, just like the watermelon that we've done. I'm just going to sponge the bottom portion, like that is the rind showing the bottom of it, and go around the whole glass. And then I'm going to come in with that light green color as well, the spring color, and I'm going to do that one on top of that one and go all the way around as well. And I love using these little sponges because they're great for, you know, painting any type of glass decor or anything like that. And then I come in with the melon color on top of that. And I do that one all the way up to the top and around the edge of the top as well. And once I get that all done, then once that's all dry, you'll see me come in with those little diamond decals that you saw that were black. They are like stickers from the Dollar Tree, and they're like little gems. And what I did is I took the ones that reminded me of seeds. They look just like seeds, you guys. I was like, these are perfect. And I just took them off, and I just put a little dab of hot glue because I want to make sure they stick. Even though they have sticky on them, I want to make sure they stay stuck. So I'm just going to go all around the pink portion, all the way around that whole glass jar, and just put these, you know, anywhere I want to put them, just to look like little seeds on our little watermelon jar. Isn't that cute? I love the way it turned out. And now I'm going to take these little straws, paper straws that I got from the Dollar Tree. And this one, they just look like little Hawaiian straws, you know, and decorative straws. And then I have one that I'm going to stick this little watermelon on. I had another one of those watermelon cardboard pieces, and I wanted to stick that on one as well, so it kind of looked like it was sticking out of our little drink here, our little watermelon drink. So I just kind of stuck the straw to the back and then kind of stuck it on the edge of my little drink. And now I'm going to stick the rest of the straws in. And I just ripped the other part off of the other ones because I just wanted one. I didn't want too much bulkiness on this. And then I just glued this right back on once I took that little fan part off of it. And I cut it down to where I needed it to make sure it was the same length as the other straws. And that was it for this DIY. Super easy, you guys. I absolutely love the way that one turned out. But you guys got to let me know which one you love the best in the comments down below. And next, this is the last one, DIY number 5. So I'm taking this wooden popsicle stick, one of these napkins, and some of that green paint again. And I stuck those 2 cubes on the back from the Dollar Tree because that's what's going to hold up our little popsicle stick on our stand. So I decided to go in with the lighter green instead of that darker green. I changed my mind from what I showed you in the beginning. And I just go around the edges and the front and the back of the whole popsicle with this color because we're going to go with that napkin and we're going to Mod Podge that on the top. And then I came in with my antique wax to do the stick with that color. So I just made sure I did those 2 little square woods, those square cubes that I stuck on the back in that color as well. And I painted it on and then I just rubbed it off with my paper towel to give you that wood look, that stained wood look. And then I'm going to pull apart my layered napkin because you only want to have the 1 layer. You don't want to have 2, otherwise it's going to wrinkle up and it's not going to look nice. And then I'm figuring out how I want to put this on my little popsicle because we're going to make a watermelon popsicle, right? And then I used my Mod Podge and my little sponge brush, and I'm just going to smooth that out on the top. And then I'm going to take that napkin and smooth it out on the top as well. And I'm just making it fit really nice. And then I just smooth it out, cut around the edges to get the excess off. And then my little trick with my little lighter, I come in. I've been doing this a lot lately. And if you use it, please be careful. You don't burn yourself. Please be careful. But it does burn all the way around, and it doesn't burn anything other part of the napkin except the excess. It burns all the way to the Mod Podge. So super cool. And then I sanded around the edges to get all those black marks off. And here it is, you guys. Ta-da! There is my beautiful watermelon decor. I love the way it turned out. I hope you guys like it too. Make sure you check everyone else out like I said. And I want to thank you guys for watching. And as always, remember to stay crafty. Bye.